Hey, thank you for joining us for episode 11 of Fool's Banter Radio. I'm your host, Brad. Joining me, as usual, are...
Steve. Keith.
And...
Josh.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. We were waiting, man. Always waiting for that pretty good.
I had to do it last week.
Nice. So, it's been a while since we recorded, huh?
This is our first episode where we're actually doing a podcast and in our double digits.
Oh, yeah, that's true. An actual podcast in our double digits rather than our spectacular last episode.
Mm-hmm.
But episode 11, it's a bit of a milestone, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So, if you're joining us for the first time, we like to kick things off with catching up with each other, what we've been up to and everything. And then we like to move on to our games of the week. Those games aren't necessarily new hot titles. They can be any games, past, present, or future, that we just feel like talking about. We'll each pick one and just go off about it for a couple minutes, and then we'll hit on our main topic, not game related topic. Sometimes it's game related, but most of the time it's not. And then lately we've been playing some pretty good games, and we like to end it with a story. Josh is going to end us with a story. Some stories. We like to end it with several stories, actually.
This week, the extra topic is game related.
Yeah, well, kinda. It is kinda. Yes. Yeah. Spoilers incoming. Kinda.
Nah, it won't.
No,
Spoilers
it won't make sense
past.
until it's
There's
that
no
part.
spoilers incoming.
No, we won't talk about any spoilers.
Yeah. So, what have you guys been doing lately?
I just got a new computer.
Yeah.
So
Where'd you get that computer, Josh?
I bought it from Brad.
What?
And I've literally just been playing that thing nonstop, like till 7 o'clock in the morning, and then going to sleep till like 1.
Damn, dude. How's it done? How's it done?
Great. Like, it's so smooth and it's so fast, and it's nice having a computer of my own, finally.
I think that thing's better than my gaming computer.
Well, no, you have a better CPU. That one has a better graphics card. So, you have the CPU that is in his, but the third generation rather than the second generation. Yeah.
I really need that.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, but I know it's pretty damn good.
All
That's all I know.
Now that he has a computer, it's me and my two roommates. We're all playing Paragon it's a 5 versus 5 team, so now we have 4 people, and we don't fucking have those blueberries or noobs or whatever.
You still got one rando.
Yes, I mean...
One rando is easy to clean up.
Speaking of which,
after.
since you guys got a computer, I have some news. Path of Exile finally announced the release date for the expansion.
Oh, yeah?
It is in 4 days.
Great.
Yeah. Well, August 4th. That's in 4 days, correct? Yes.
Technically, isn't there 31 days in this month?
I don't know.
There is. It's
Don't
July.
ask me
Like
days
5
and
days.
stuff.
Birthday
All right,
month.
fine. 5 days. But yeah, it's going to be on a Friday, and I need people to play with, man. You guys got to play with
I'm
me.
playing.
That's
I'm
all you
getting
guys.
on
I
it.
don't like that
But
game.
also, in the topic of Path of Exile, I'm going to be talking about it. I love that game. But in the topic of Path of Exile, they released their Xbox One beta, closed beta, and they put a little sign-up sheet to submit your what's it called, email. And they sent it to me like the very next day after I submitted it.
What?
Probably because of my lifetime purchases. But I tried it out.
You're on the closed beta?
I'm sticking with the computer.
Yeah, that's what most games go over.
As far as action RPG ports go, I think Diablo 3 did a lot better, but that's to be expected. Because I think Diablo 3 was designed...
Is it multiplayer?
Path of Exile?
On the Xbox?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
always...
then that's why I would play it. I wouldn't make the
Oh,
Xbox...
you're talking like split screen?
Yeah.
obviously
Because, like,
it wouldn't be
on
split
Diablo...
screen, but I'm not
yeah,
sure. I didn't try it.
Because, like...
I don't think it is.
I would not make that my primary, but I would play that with other people that I'm with and get them into the game.
I mean, it's just...
It's a good gateway.
Diablo was created with the fact that it was going to go to consoles at some point, whereas Path of Exile was not.
Huh.
So it's basically they took computer inventories and dropped it on the Xbox and tried to figure out ways to manage it that way. So it's a little clunkier than I would have liked.
But it's a beta.
It's still...
It's a beta.
It is in beta right now.
I gotta say, it can't be as bad as a 7 Days to Die port to console.
No?
Yeah.
It is so garbage. Like, I'm talking like a like a 9 out of 10 game to like a 2 out of 10 game. It's
Damn.
so bad. It runs worse. It looks worse. The menu is impossible to do on
The menu
console.
is impossible to deal
It's
with.
ridiculous.
That's
Yeah,
horrible.
it does. Yeah, I agree. I like it because I can play it with my friends. Because, like I said, I have 200 fucking PlayStation friends.
In my
Yeah.
opinion, that is like the point of a video game console. Actually, is to play it with your friends. That's why I buy video game consoles. That's why I'm so Nintendo heavy. Is because I love playing it with my friends.
Yeah.
You're talking
your
like
local friends.
Yeah.
You're not playing online
Yeah.
with the Nintendo console.
Well, local friends, online friends. For
Yeah.
me, either way, it's like I can't game very well socially. I get bored quick.
Yeah, one day Nintendo might get into the internet game properly.
They seem to be
but-
going the wrong way though, with like the way you have to chat on the
Yeah,
the
I mean
Switch.
that's the problem. Friend codes is the worst idea
Yeah.
in the history of time. But I don't know
There's
why.
this number that nobody can ever remember.
Yeah.
Or how about 16 of them in a certain order?
That's how you enter your beta key.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Or
enter your beta key
card.
and forget it.
Yep. But also, Diablo 3 released the Necromancer with the new season, so my wife and I have been playing that on console. We play Diablo strictly on console now.
Yeah. That,
Because, I mean, the game is real smooth on console, and now there's actual seasons on the console with no cheating and everything, so we're trying to climb the leaderboards and everything.
well, the Necromancer
So-
was my favorite character in Diablo 2, so I might have to jump into that. On
Yeah,
the Xbox?
I mean,
You played on the
I found
Xbox?
it didn't hit the same spot for me as the Necromancer from Diablo 2.
Ah.
But I mean, it's still there. There's still the corpse skills are a lot better than they were in Diablo 2, like corpse explosion and stuff like that. I think
Yeah,
they did well with that point. But as far as like, you can't have 30, 40 skeletons on your screen at one time.
well, that was too much.
Yeah, but there's some sick builds. But my wife and I are working on building up my 2 best builds that I've ever made, which is a barbarian and a monk. So we're working on that, climb the leaderboards, and since everyone's playing Necromancer, we're easily in the top 1,000 of those classes. So it's
That makes
working
sense.
out. But that's what I've been up to, just playing that. If anybody plays Diablo 3 or wants to play it, I recommend playing it on console.
You have it on the Xbox?
I do have it on
Okay,
Xbox.
I might
I have like
consider it.
3 copies. My wife and I, we have 2 Xboxes in the house, and we
then a
play
PlayStation.
on separate TVs so that we don't share loot on the console. Because if you're split screening or not split
Makes sense,
screening,
makes sense.
it like divides the loot up. So it's fun, man. But yeah, I can power level anyone.
Send
in
one
like
of your
10
copies over so that I can join.
I can just give you the disc copy I have because we don't need it. But yeah. So what else? What have you guys been up to? I kind of took the wheel there.
I really have been playing like one game
that
since
just Paragon?
I've been playing
Paragon.
so
Yes,
much
Just been
Paragon.
playing Paragon.
And
Like,
actually,
that's-
Dungeon Defenders too.
Dungeon Defenders. I heard something about like number 2's coming to Xbox for free or something like
Oh,
that.
Oh,
what?
number 2 is I tried it.
Is it
It's
good?
Like you can't even play online. The game just crashes.
Oh,
The game is
Oh,
so
PlayStation.
bad.
Dungeon
Not for
Defenders is the one that Kyle was playing, right?
Yes.
That game's pretty freaking cool, actually.
Yeah.
I downloaded it and I was like, "Hey, this game might be pretty good."
For-
Be pretty
on-
good.
I've
heard some
always
good things
been
about
like,
on the Xbox.
I've always
Number
been a
2.
huge fan of like
So it's,
tower defense games on
That
like
sucks.
the computer and stuff like that.
But-
Just playing tower defense games. So
Yeah.
My PlayStation plays it fine.
I dig it.
Kyle's
Very good.
PlayStation plays split screen fine with him.
I don't know. It's just the Xbox port, then I guess.
Well, I mean, if
I've
we got
had-
nothing else, what do you?
You didn't ask what I've been doing. but
Steve,
okay,
what have you
fine.
been doing?
Been watching movies.
I've been watching movies.
Yeah, I saw Spider-Man, which was
saw Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man,
Did you go see the Spider-Man?
which was really good.
Was he like, hey, I'm Spider-Man?
Yeah, sure. I missed the first 10 minutes. I've never missed the first 10 minutes of
What?
a movie in theaters. Yeah.
Dude, I've never
I've
done that
never
either.
missed
Who
any-
misses?
any time.
Who misses?
my God.
There
anything in the
there was
theaters?
2 accidents on the freeway when we were on our way there.
What is wrong with you?
It sucked.
Get a refund.
So-
But you can't actually
Oh.
after the movie started. That was the problem. But
That's bogus.
that movie was great, fantastic. I still like the
From
Andrew
what
Garfield
you
one,
saw of it.
but I
Yeah.
didn't miss much. Apparently, the beginning's the worst part. what we miss is the worst part. But yeah, that movie, it's just a fun superhero movie.
Why
It's
are they
awesome.
releasing so many Spider-Mans?
It's the new Spider-Man.
Spider-
The other one was Sony. This one's actually Marvel.
Oh my god, you had Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2,
Yeah, but what
Spider-Man
about-
3, and then you had the Amazing Spider-Man 1,
Yeah, that
Amazing
was
Spider-Man
Sony.
2, and then you got Spider-Man.
You got the new Spider-Man.
What is the new Spider-Man called? New Spider-Man?
Yeah, new Spider-Man. No, it's just Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming is what it was called.
New Spider-Man.
And then, like a couple days after, we went out to Carson
You're a big
to
fan
go
of
to a
Spider-Man,
friend.
aren't you?
I am.
Spider-Man.
To see another movie called Baby Driver. And that's one of the best movies
The hell is
I've
Baby
ever
Driver?
seen. It is an action, just
RPG?
an awesome comedy action movie with one of the best soundtracks of anything I've ever heard.
Is it
Better
like-
than most video games.
Dope.
It's like the movie is
Is
amazing.
it an anime?
No,
Okay.
it's live action and it's just about a getaway driver who's named Baby.
His name was Baby?
Yeah, it's a getaway driver. His name is Baby, and you'd think it's just going to be an action movie, and then
It turns into an action RPG?
no, it's half. Shut up! It's half action movie,
Shut up! Go
half movie just about awesome music. Like, I know that doesn't really make sense. You'd have to see it to understand what I'm saying, but it's just like everything is synced up to the music, and there's constantly music going on in the movie. Like the gunshots, every single gunshot in that movie is synced up to the beat of a song,
That reminds
and
me
it's
of
not like
that
it's
one
like
first-person movie.
Kinda, yeah. Hardcore Henry, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, no, it's literally, it reminds me of Hardcore Henry, only not first person and about cars and music instead of just the guy killing people.
What
It's
I immediately
so
thought
good.
of was like older cartoons where there was no sound for the cartoons; it was just music.
Just no sound, just all
No,
music,
it's
Steve.
it's
Even
amazing.
even the audio is like music, like Bumblebee from Transformers. They're talking, it's just bits,
yeah,
clips of
there's everything
songs.
synced up, like
That'd be sweet.
everything synced up to the music, the beats of, like every gunshot in that movie is to a beat of a song.
It's
Like
like
there's one
DJ,
shootout
play
they
me a
have.
beat to beat my friend's ass to.
There's one shootout they have to the song Tequila.
Tequila.
It's amazing.
That's great.
That's crazy.
It's so good. 10 out of
Sick.
10.
I'll have to check it out.
And
10
then-
out of 10.
Yes,
Damn.
absolutely.
Oh, kind
One
of
of
like
the best
the
movies
oh
I've seen.
the Mask. Was it Mask
What?
2? Remember when they started breaking
I
out
know
music?
exactly.
No, The
Yeah.
Mask was not a 10 out of 10.
No. Hell yeah, The Mask is 10
And
out
then
of 10.
it's kind of old
Right
news,
here,
but
right here, Brad.
I watched
The Mask is my shit,
I watched
man.
Get Out recently. That movie is
Get the fuck out.
it's pretty good.
Watched it?
The flow of that movie is so weird. Though.
I don't even know what that is.
It's about a black guy, some racism.
This
Like-
guy.
No, it's literally what the movie's about.
Black
All
guy,
right.
get out.
But it's you know Key and Peele.
No.
You don't know Key
You
and
know,
Peele.
you don't?
No.
Oh god.
No.
I
Who
don't
that?
like them, but
Maybe-
You know Key and Peele.
I don't want to know.
One of them, I think it's Peele directed that movie. He directed a horror movie, like a thriller movie. And
I
it's
don't-
weird.
So
Okay.
it's funny
But,
that you were like questioning us about
Oh,
it.
they
being-
also-
there's
oh,
3
that one
versus
com-
1 for who does not know who the hell you're talking about.
I don't.
You guys are crazy. They're hilarious.
I know they were also in that one movie where they're the two nerds are making a video game, or the one guy is making a video game and he has a friend. It's supposed to be like a cop
The new one?
cop game that they're making, and it's just I don't know. No, it was older.
They, have
Called
a really,
Gamer?
they got a really
But
shitty
the-
movie called Keanu where they have
No.
to turn into gangsters to save their cat.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay, I know who the hell you're
you know what I'm talking
about
now, though.
Oh, get out of here with that crap.
No,
Absolute
they're
garbage.
hilarious. That movie is garbage, though.
No, it's all garbage. Anyway, we can move on. I know Keith's dying to talk about Destiny 2, so why don't you start us off, Keith? Your game of the week. Destiny 2. So you got into the beater, huh?
The what?
The beater,
it's
bro.
open
The
beta
beater.
now. Everybody
I-
got into
You
it.
got into the closed
The
beater?
beta. The beta.
Were you in the closed
The
beater?
beta.
Yeah.
Am I really throwing you off that much with beater?
Yeah. I've never heard somebody call it that before.
The beta.
Never.
Like British, like the
It's
beta.
the beta.
The
The
beta.
Beta.
The beta.
The beta.
He
All
does
right,
it better. He
enough
does
of
it
that. All right,
You
tell
do
us
better.
about it. Tell us about the beater.
It was very fun, but I don't know. I don't like the change for the Titan just because I like how. this
Oh, so
regular
you
Titan-
nitpicking your favorite
No.
class, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Overall,
it's gonna go beyond,
overall.
I'm gonna go beyond that because there's a lot of great things about the game, But
Is there a lot of changes compared to the first one?
yes, there's a lot of changes.
It's kind of interesting. I feel like they kind of took the first game and were like, all right, what was really bad about this game that people complain about all the time? All right, now let's fix it and let's produce a second game that's way better. And that's exactly what I've seen.
There's
out of
a
it
couple
so far.
things that they...
So instead of just remastering, Destiny 1 or just like rebuilding it.
Personally, I disagree. I feel like they did just remaster Destiny 1. They're like, here's a little bit different.
No, that's what I'm saying. Instead of doing it, they released a new game calling it.
That's what they're saying is that they've, fixed the game and made number 2. But for me, it's just, they just seem like...
I mean,
how much did you play Destiny? The one.
Like endgame max level, did everything.
He played
Besides
quite
the million hours of grinding that's useless in that game. Because if you bought the game when it came out, then you got a thing to get your character to max level, and then you just had to play like one raid to get good weapons.
Yeah,
I did endgame
as someone who would
that
get it on release and have to grind out all those levels. When they release an expansion that'll let you max your level to where I had to work hard on it, it just pissed me off.
It's like I didn't like that part. Like the first time they did it, it was a little boost and caught them up like to
level 25, I think it was. But you had to get up to level 40 still, so it was like giving you a good boost.
But then
so you wouldn't have to do all that grinding again for the other 2 characters that you were trying to do.
Yeah, and I noticed that the later games they just made it the later updates they made it too easy. They put that damn stupid level 40 thing in. That did ruin the whole fucking thing.
Angry. He's keep this angry at me.
But,
I got to
overall
enjoy the end game.
But
after
pulling
a week
it
of
back,
playing.
pulling it more back to Destiny 2. A couple things
classes
that
work different.
Yeah. Well, okay. If you want to talk about that, I don't know very much about it, but go for it.
But like the Titan, some of the supers are more OP now. But they are just they took a lot of the stuff like the strikers
one hit shoulder check thing.
Yeah, the
they
hit
took
shoulder
that and
charge.
put it into that, and they only give you one that has to recharge now for the other thing, and it takes a little bit long, I think, but
Too much cooldown.
It's good though.
Yeah.
It's a one-hit kill for a punch in your face. It's amazing.
and it was. But
that
my
should
thing
have
is,
a large
yeah,
cooldown.
it should, in my opinion.
Forces you to not only use that.
But like some of the supers that I've seen from that game are pretty freaking cool. Like I
very
saw
picky,
I
though.
saw a striker or some sort of Titan using like a shield, and they were running around and like bashing people in with a
Yeah, that
freaking
defender,
shield.
Captain America shield.
Yeah, and like
they also have
America.
barriers now. The Titans have a barrier that they can put down, and there's 2 different forms for it. One's more for like covering against heavy artillery, and the other one's for like, you're going against a bunch of people, and you just want you and your teammates to get up behind it and start doing the crouch, and then look over and shoot, and you can actually do that now. They're giving a lot of good things, but they're also doing a lot of bad things, including storyline.
in my opinion, they're
The
putting
storyline shit.
No, the storyline itself is going to be better, but they're killing the main protagonist by not having him speak.
Yeah, your character used to speak in Destiny 1, and now he doesn't speak for some reason.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
That
they'll
doesn't bug
explain
me.
it, but it just seems like a one step back. 'cause
You
it's like
guys,
if you
you
make the
guys
character
are
speak,
still
people-
only talking about the beta, though. You
Yeah.
guys are still only
No,
talking.
I know.
about
I
the beta.
I looked up a couple things, and there was people that actually asked questions about it, and
Yeah, like you can see in interviews, and the people who made the game have said that the
Protagonist is not going to be talking anymore.
Speak, yeah.
yeah, and it's like he
Oh, so
spoke
it's
to.
kind of like a Legend of Zelda type thing, then, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
Where
but
Link
except-
doesn't
but
talk
he-
at
Link
all.
started
Zelda
out-
is famous for that, and it's weird because they started out with every character, no matter what race or class you picked, they'd have like a preset voice for that, and your character would actually talk. And now it's like it seems like
Bottom
a step back to
line
get rid
is
of it.
it was too much work for them to fit it into their time frame.
But see,
So they cut
Well,
it out
they put their
early
time
on
frame
in
there.
the chopping block.
They did it to themselves on that.
So all
They
that
didn't know
I've
what
played
they're-
of Destiny 2, I was playing it on my friend's console. And all that I really played of it was like the Crucible, the PvP. And like I feel like they're trying to put a lot more strategy into like if you're working with your team and actually being strategic with it, you are going to win.
Not just run and gun.
Yeah. not like Call of Duty where you just run in there and friggin' shoot people everywhere. Like they're saying, I feel like it's being
What
more.
do you mean there's no strategy to Call of Duty?
Are you
Get
kidding
out
me?
of here.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
there can be. Yeah, me and my friends play Search and Destroy with a full team, and it's like all about the strategy and stuff like that.
I was joking. There's no strategy to
You're
Call of
crazy.
Duty.
There is.
But like,
no.
one of my favorite things about Destiny 2, and I'm kind of taking Keith's like game and using it as my own at this point, but
Go for it if you want to.
they changed how your weapons are like held in your inventory. So like,
Yeah, this is
you now, what it originally was in Destiny 1 was there was a primary and the special, and then there was a heavy, and you'd get the heavy ammo at some point during the match, and it would just spawn in, you'd have to go fight people for it and stuff. But now it's like, if I remember right, it was kinetic, energy, and power is what the three are now.
Yeah.
And the kinetic and energy are pretty much used as like 2 primary weapon slots, and then the power is used as like shotguns and snipers and stuff like that.
Everything.
So where the power ammo, which is just like the heavy ammo from before, the shotgun can actually be overpowered now. The sniper rifle can actually be overpowered now because like in Destiny 1 the ammo was so easy to get that people were just complaining that it was just overpowered 24/7, and they kept on changing it.
Then it didn't work out, but now this one seems like it can actually work out because it's your kinetic one, you know, picking off the smaller enemies. Then your energy is like for taking down the shields of, you know, the big bosses that have all these rotating generation shields.
And then the power is just overpowered weapons, pretty much.
Yeah, they're way overpowered.
They got overpowered category.
And I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Overpower.
Overpowered.
But I mean, they make it worth it because there's actually there's also parts in the game where now there's I remember on the Dreadnought and that there's the times where there's lots of troops. Now there I have areas where there's areas everywhere that do that, where there's just swarming of troops, and you use your heavy ammo there or your
Power
ammo, I should say. Gotta get used to saying that. That's interesting. And you literally use up your ammo, but they also drop more heavy ammo, so it actually makes it interesting and engaging on that spec.
Power. 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 All right, Steve.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yep, it's your turn.
Oh,
Hit
okay.
us up, bro.
Pubg.
The bee's knees for everyone in the world.
Oh my
right
god!
now.
And it's for good
You know what
reason.
he's talking about, guys?
I have no idea what he's
Player
talking
Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Player Unknown's Battlegrounds.
You've never heard of it?
You guys are. I don't think they've ever been on Twitch in their lives.
Oh my goodness! It is
This
like
game was popular before it was ever even made.
So this game, you want to explain it? It's 100 people dropped onto an island with nothing. Dropped on an island from an airplane, all versus each other, or you can be on teams or whatever. But everybody runs out, scavenges loot, guns and everything, and the last person surviving wins.
Yes.
But as time goes on, the map closes in. If you're outside of the border, as time goes on, you're taking damage and you're getting killed.
There's like
so everyone eventually converges in the middle to, or wherever the
It's like a
predetermined
deathmatch.
spot.
So if you do solos, it's you versus 99 other people. Mm-hmm. And I've won 2 solos, and I got second place again last night. I've probably done like 30 games.
So
How long is each match?
Tons of people are
About
playing.
25
Here's
to 30
the thing.
minutes.
What?
Here's
Really?
the thing: is once you die, you don't have to sit and watch. Once you die, you're out of the game and you're back into another one.
Boom. That's why literally millions of people playing. So you're
There's so
instantly
many
in a
people
game of
playing
100
this game
people
right
yeah.
now. It is all over the internet.
Is it like how much does it cost? Is it free?
$30.
$30?
$30 for literally the most popular game in the world right now.
Yeah.
So I'd been watching a little bit. I'd heard of it and everything. I knew the premise. I'd seen several matches or everything, and I noticed Steve had it on Steam. I have a Steam family share, so I downloaded it the other night.
We can't both play at the same time.
I download. No, we cannot. I downloaded it the other night, and I turned it on. It was your profile, so it loads your profile.
Oh yeah.
So I decided, okay, whatever. I don't really want to play, but I'll jump in one match. So I did this one match solo. I jumped in. No one landed near me. I was good. I jumped in there, got a nice sniper rifle and an AK-47 right from the get, body armor, 2 health kits.
Oh yeah, sounds like a decent start.
Yeah, so I'm just running around, and and not knowing where the barrier is going to converge to. I hadn't, took the time to learn the cues, visual cues or everything. It started to close in on me. And I was taking static damage. You take this static damage, you get singed. You're sitting there, and your health slowly starts to go down as it's converging. So you have to run back to the play area.
So you're like,
the smaller the safe zone, the more damage the outside will do.
Okay.
So as the game goes on, you will die in
I'm sitting there. First thing, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, the blue barrier, just comes in like super quick, faster than I can move, and just boom for days. So I'm like, I am several miles away from the play area. So I just start running. I'm running, and I'm like, as people are dying, it's getting down to 70, 60, 50 people remaining.
It's got
40.
a kill feed in the bottom corner. You can see how everyone's dying.
I still don't see anybody. I'm running for days, and I'm miles away from this thing. I have to stop and use a health kit to bring my health back up so I can keep running. So I use my first health kit. I get almost to it, and then I have to use my second health kit, and then finally I find a vehicle. And I finally drive all the way out. I almost run over somebody on my way into the play zone.
Finally, you run into a player and you almost
and I have
him.
like maybe an inch left of health on my screen, if that. And I'm like, okay, I don't have any health kits. I have an inch left of health, but I have lots of ammo.
And you have a sniper
rifle. I park, I run in, I find 2 bandages. They don't heal a lot. I use those. All of a sudden, the map converges again. So I'm taking more damage. I jump in my vehicle quick. I take off. I drive to the very end of the play area. And I'm sitting there, and I hear gunfire. So I get down or whatever, and I just have a sliver of health left because it chipped me down even more. Just a sliver. And I get up because the play area is about to move, and I see a guy to my left. I take him out with a headshot and a run over and grab his gear, and the play area converges, and I die.
Oh.
So you got one.
So that was my first and only match.
Do you remember what place you were?
13.
13?
That's
funny, because me and you are very alike when we play games. My first game went pretty similar, but I was never outside of the play area. I was 6th place on my first game.
Yeah.
And I killed 4 people.
I was outside of the play area almost the whole match.
Yeah, last night I got the most kills in one game in 2nd place was 7 kills. I didn't realize that the basic assault rifle and M4 could one-shot anybody in the head, even with a max level helmet.
Yeah.
And I had the ×4 scope, and the circle's coming in behind me, and I always see people before they see me. I don't know, I'm a master pixel hunter. I see people from miles away. Like one little pixel moving, and I'm like scoping on that guy. And I took out 3 people in like 3 seconds with headshots, like scattered around. I was like, boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Nice.
Got to 2nd place. The only reason I lost is because I just didn't switch to my gun fast enough. I knew where a guy was, threw a grenade, and then he ran out from the grenade. I didn't expect him to come out that fast. Didn't switch to my gun fast enough. He shot me.
Damn.
Yeah, but I've won twice. I've never been more like adrenaline
excited. You're like,
yeah! 1 out of 100
I beat
people.
99 people.
99 other people.
Yeah, that's nice. But I mean, the thing is, you can camp out a lot until there's only 10 people left.
My first
and
win,
when you...
I got 3 kills. I saw all 3 of them when the circle was so small that it wasn't going to get any smaller.
Yeah.
I just guessed where the circle was going to end perfectly and stayed there the entire game. And then at the very end, I killed 3 other people.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's an intense game. A lot of people are playing it.
I might give it a
seriously
try.
One of the most intense games I've ever played.
Lots of people are trying it.
Like,
such an
does your
adrenaline
heart
rush.
start pumping?
Oh yeah,
when
my
you get
hands
into that
after
game?
both of those wins. When I'm done, my hands are shaking. I'm like dripping in sweat. I gotta go stand
So
up and
let me
walk
ask
around.
you, Steve, are there different game modes?
There are, but you have to put them in a custom match. And the custom matches even fill up quick. Like you,
Yeah.
I know you linked a video
I was watching,
of a zombie mode, which is
people.
very popular.
Is it an actual mode, or did they just coordinate that? That's what I was wondering.
It's kind of just like you change the settings in the custom games.
Okay, so basically it was these 4 guys, and all the other players were naked people that could only punch. So it was
They're
zombies.
not allowed to pick up weapons or get in vehicles.
Yeah. So they just had hordes of these people just running at them.
And yeah, of course they all got LMGs and they're
It was
just
crazy,
mowing
just
them all down.
mowing them down, and that was intense. So that
Yeah, there's other modes, like there's weather in the game, but it's really rare. So people will make modes where it's like nighttime in the rain, which completely changes the game.
So
but it's crazy watching all these naked
how are the
people run
graphics
hills.
on this
They're
game?
not bad, actually.
Are they?
Yeah, if you're on Ultimate, which I can only run it on low, and get over 30 FPS.
On your computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And on Ultimate, though, it looks really good.
I just
surprisingly
the
good for like a
settings
free.
on my laptop.
Yeah, I had to bump it down to low to get consecutive over 30. I get like 45 on low. I could probably up it, but
there you go.
Yeah,
it's definitely a game that you can actually sit and watch someone play and get into.
Or
so
like
maybe that's a good game to start streaming on like Twitch or something. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm going to. I'm going to start. I was going to stream it tonight, actually. Game
name to throw out there because it's around the same price range as what brought it up to me. Hellblade. It's kind of a RPG-ish game, or it's a single player game.
RPG-ish.
It's a single player game.
Okay.
And you literally play the storyline of this little girl, and it's a Ragnarok setting.
It's getting weird.
But
it's basically.
But what's its Metacritic score?
The what?
What? What? I don't know. I don't even know what it means. But
PUBG. Yeah, that. Like playing with random people too. Like that's one of the only games that I will not mind voice chatting with people I don't know. Like I could honestly play with 4 other people I've never met in my life on that game and talk to them and strategize.
So like, what if you and your friend jumped into the same match and then you guys met up with each other and went freaking slaves?
Impossible on solos. It is. There's so many games. There's probably like 1,000 lobbies at once.
Oh gosh.
So it'd be hard to just happen
but you
upon each other's
can play
match.
duos where it's 50 teams of 2, or you can do squads where it's anywhere between 3 and 5. And you're obviously at a disadvantage if you only have a squad of 3 because there's another squad of 5.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the duo.
I played duos with 2 people. I bought the game for a friend just so I could play duos with him.
Yeah.
And I've never won with him. He's always dead around 50 and I die around 10.
Yeah.
And one of your friends, Kyle.
Did he play with you?
I've played with Kyle a lot, and he admits it himself. He is terrible at that game. He's dragging me down every time. To be fair, we got second.
How does he drag you down, though?
He doesn't listen to me. I'm like, dude, I've won twice. I get top 10 almost every game. Just listen to me for one game. And he's like, no, man, I'm going over here and get shot in the side of the head. And I'm like, God damn it. Or I'm like trying to save him. Yeah, there was one time with
That's fine, as long as he's having fun with it.
Honestly.
Not him, but the person I bought the game for I was playing with. He got shot in a matter of 30 seconds by 4 different people, and I headshotted all 4 of them to save him. Like he's like gets shot. He's like, oh, and he lays down and he's healing, and somebody else is shooting him, and I'm like just taking him out. I'm like, I got you. You're good, man. I got you. Just save him.
Thanks for being bait, so that I can get all these kills, buddy.
I hate it. I feel so bad because he always
so
dies
like you
quick.
just give all your armor to that one guy. You get the best
give
gun,
me
and you're like,
you
run!
Just have a pistol and run in circles while I kill everybody else.
Exactly. Go attract the attention.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like
that's PUBG.
Go get in a vehicle and just go drive around.
That game
do
makes
donuts.
me feel good about myself because I'm actually pretty good. Like I win 90% of my gunfights. If I see the person at the same time that they see me, I beat them every time.
Yeah.
I think it's because everybody aims down sights. The third person in that game is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Just don't aim. Just hold the right click.
So, Josh, you want to go for your game? You want me to hit it?
So the game that Keith was talking about earlier, and the game that I've been playing almost nonstop since I've gotten my computer, Paragon, which I've actually heard you guys talk about earlier on this podcast.
Keith's talked about it
before I joined. You guys were talking about this, and it's just a third person perspective MOBA, and it's very similar to like the
You're
other
actually
MOBAs.
able to explain. Keith couldn't describe those.
Yeah, I know, and
I never knew it was third
Were you
person.
sitting there going, "It's third person, Keith"?
I was like stressing out, and like while listening to it, I'm like, "Damn it, Keith, you're explaining it wrong."
I had no idea that game was.
So
that's all right.
It's like a third-person MOBA, so it's not like a top-down point of view.
No, not isometric.
You're like
Smite's that way.
It's like it's very similar to Smite in the sense, but it has more of a map style of like League of Legends, to where it's 3 separate lanes, and there's the jungle in between them. And in the jungle, there's like buffs that you can get and stuff like that. That will
It's literally the basic of them. MOBA.
Yeah.
Like even Smite has
just
that.
a simple,
Smite's main mode is the same exact thing as any
simple
other
MOBA. Yeah.
I don't know. I like the third person perspective point of view of it rather than League of Legends, like the top down point of view. I feel like it gets a lot more personal. with your character, I guess you could say. It gets a lot more intense.
I can see that, yeah.
If you're watching them and you can only see the view that your character can see.
Yeah,
so
like
somebody can come jump behind you and freaking destroy you, and you'd have no idea.
That was one of the great things about Smite. The same way. Have you ever played Smite?
I have played Smite. Not a lot of it. Mostly on Keith's PlayStation.
Download it. It's free. Download it. Try getting into it because it sounds a lot like Paragon. Only it's just Smite is that game is like MOBA, like Leech, blood sucking cancer, but that's every MOBA, and you'll get addicted to it. I played that game way too much, and I was just like, I can't play this or any other MOBA again. I have to just stop. And I just deleted
it's
it.
like an addiction or something.
Done.
That's how I am with Paragon right now.
Well, it's cool, man. You guys...
Well, so like, the thing with Paragon that I really like is the people that are creating the game, the producers of it. They're releasing a new character every 3 weeks. They release a new character on this game. So it's like it's a constant thing. And if they don't release a new character, like now they're talking about how they're going to be reworking some of their older characters because they're putting a lot more like
balance changes and get out of here.
Wow.
Not in the MOBA.
It's great. It's great. I really like the way that they're running this game. So like, and their the economy in the game is crazy.
Economy,
when you use the gold that you get from killing minions, and then you go and buy stuff.
A match, yeah.
In this game, you build a deck of 40 cards, and this deck, you get this thing called CXP, which is card experience, or just pretty much gold, is pretty much what it is. And you use, like, the card experience to buy these cards, but you can only have 6 of them at a time. And you upgrade the cards with, like, power, or attack speed, or basic armor, or ability armor, etc., etc.
You have to set everything up yourself.
And it's really in-depth. It's, like, if you get into the game, it's super, super deep with all the things that it can freaking do. And, like, they're consistently releasing updates for it. I love it. I love the way that they're running this game.
Yeah,
and
you
I
earn
just
card packs, you earn skins.
Well, when you're finally off the being able to play the MOBA kick long enough to, you gotta get into some other games on the computer.
Path of Exile.
Like,
PlayerUnknown's
Battlegrounds.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or
dude, you should get it, Brad, and play. You should get it.
Yeah, I should get it. Oh man, yeah. Oh, I need to get more money.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
I'll buy it for you.
But that's cool. Thanks for giving us your point of view on that. That's sweet.
Yeah, you guys should at least like watch something about the game.
I've tried or I've started watching a little bit of it on Twitch. I've watched like a match or two.
Because that game gets really crazy, and like it's the whole standard like team comp things about it. But like, it's like one thing about the game that's really interesting is it's kind of hard to aim. Like, in the standard MOBA, you're just kind of like clicking, and you're like, attack that area. But in this game, you really have to like be super precise and be like, all right, hit this minion, boom. All right, hit that person, boom. Oh, goddamn it, I'm missing him on like 4 hits straight. Oh, I need to keep on hitting him.
It really changes the balance of that too. The same thing with Smite. Like if you have a line attack, you got to be able to aim, and it's like that's why those are so powerful, because the people who are good at aiming can use those characters and be way stronger than everybody else. Because if they never miss, then that's why the moves are so much stronger.
That's cool.
I like these. I like the fact that it really rewards you for being good at the game.
And no character is really the same as any other character.
Yeah,
either.
they're all 100% different. Like, other than the fact that like some of them are based off of being carries and sports and stuff like that. But
Smite. Sorry, I could joke.
Go for it.
Smite had a problem right before I stopped playing with they wanted to add more characters, but they kept rehashing their own characters. There was a character who his moves would change him basically to another character. And then a little while after that, they released a character that literally became other characters with their ultimate. Yeah, and I'm like, I feel like you're running out of ideas for characters.
They're like, here, let's just make a character be all of our other people because we have no more ideas.
The idea was kind of cool. It's like the last god that you killed, you could become them when your ult recharged or something like that. And it was like, and you actually got like their ult and everything. But it was kind of ridiculous.
And my favorite part about the game is it's a 5-person team, so I can literally like be on a Skype call or a Discord chat or something with my friends. and have like 4 of us playing all together and be like, all right, we're gonna go jump this guy in middle lane, so it'll be just this guy trying to attack the tower, and we'll all just like group up on him and destroy him super quickly, and then freaking I love it.
Like the toxic community that just spams directions at you, like defend. Smite was so annoying because you were never able to mute that, so people would just spam those emotes constantly.
Well,
And then they get like a premium character skin where the voice changes, and like it's like some girl with a super high pitched voice.
Oh god!
And just screaming at you, and you're like, "Shut up! I'm losing my mind."
Does it like say it?
Yeah, because
it's like defend middle lane, middle lane.
The best thing was there was a
all
skin
it does is it goes
Boop,
and then it pops up in your screen, and it just says defend middle.
The Norse god. Ratatoskar or something like that. He's basically a squirrel, right? Like the devious squirrel in the Norse mythology. But he had a skin where he put on like a dog suit and he was pretending to be Fenrir, which is another Norse god. And so he would like a squirrel voice pretending to growl and stuff and defend middle lane. He was like, defend middle lane. And people would spam that and it sounded so funny. It's like, just a squirrel running around.
All right, what about you, Brad? What's your game?
My game is a game I played several months ago. It's just a little single player game. That was actually one of the free games on Xbox Live. It was, yes, it was.
There for a month.
It is called Max, the Curse of Brotherhood.
Okay.
It's just a little platformer. It was pretty sweet. I played through it and beat it in about 3 hours or so. Maybe a little longer. I think it was actually like 3.5 hours. Something like that. But it's actually a sequel to a game called Max and the Magic Marker. So what it is basically,
I've heard
Max
of that.
and the Magic Marker was just a platformer. It was kind of 2D, cartoonish, and you had this marker that you could draw on the screen, like a line to walk across a bridge or a block to drop on top of something.
Okay.
Stuff like that. With Max and Curse of
games.
Max the Curse of Brotherhood took it a step further. The game looks a lot more graphically appealing.
Oh, okay.
It's not, well, it's a lot nicer looking. It's made in the Unity engine.
Oh, okay.
But they changed the way the markers work. The marker, you don't just draw lines or whatever. You have the different color markers that you'll earn along the way, and each one controls a different element. So the first one you get controls like earth, I think, so you can raise like certain glowing parts of earth up and down or whatever, and then you like cut them down to like drop something on an enemy, stuff like that.
That's cool.
And then the next one's like plants, and then you control water and fire, and they're just like vines and stuff like that. So it's not just like little cheesy lines that you draw with the marker.
But it's like a platformer, like
yeah, it's a platformer. I mean,
these levels, doing
I
all
found
these challenges and stuff.
Yeah, all these levels were pretty interesting. At no time did I get bored. I didn't really get super stuck anywhere. There were a couple challenges that took me like a few minutes.
Okay, so it's kind of like
everything.
it's kind of like Portal in the sense of like you just go through all these challenges and like have to figure out what you're supposed to do.
Not necessarily challenges. No, I mean it's just it's continuous platformer. So you'll just continue along the path and you'll get to like a gap that you got to figure out how to cross. But there's no like challenge levels or anything like that.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
think Mario, but with the ability having to use one of your markers to grow a vine out of the wall and then cut one end off so that it swings and you jump on it, and then while you're hanging on to that, cut the other end off.
Oh,
So you go
shit.
fly
Yeah,
and stuff
so
like
you
that.
can
That's
swing
like-
around and stuff like that.
Like Rayman or something, but it had the little puzzles and
Kinda,
had
yeah,
different-
yeah.
Well, the most recent
Rayman is a
Rayman-
lot
We use
better
the
of a
markers,
description
and I
of it.
played it on the Xbox One, and the controlling of the marker worked quite well. It was
Really?
It wasn't bad or anything. It felt smooth. At no time did I have any problems with the accuracy or anything like that. But it was pretty sweet. I enjoyed it. The story was funny and everything. It was actually making me laugh most of the time.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good story. I recommend anyone check it out. It released in 2013 on the Xbox One.
Okay.
And 2014 on PC and Xbox 360, which is kind of weird.
I think it's how long ago did you like get it?
Oh man,
It was a while ago.
It
right?
must have been, it had to have been almost a year ago.
Yeah,
that I
'cause
actually
a
downloaded
friend
it,
of
and I
mine-
played it like
yeah,
4 months
played
ago.
through.
So I
Played
saw
through
it
it
on
when it
there.
came
I'm
out,
like,
yeah.
I'll just play this. Yeah, it's pretty good. I recommend checking it out. I won't spend too much time on it because we're running a little behind. We'll have to move on. So, all right. So we were going to move on to talk about a little bit of Game of Thrones, but we're running a little short on time, and Josh and Keith haven't even watched any Game of Thrones, so we're gonna let them watch some, and then we'll come back to that.
And we
later
don't want to
week.
spoil anything for anybody
Yeah, we don't
listening.
want to spoil anything. Most recent 2 episodes of season 7 were pretty good, though. So
Fantastic.
Nobody
They
needs
were-
to get
they
all
were
hyphy
pretty
about
nice.
spoilers.
So we'll move on to our game. So we're going to be playing Would You Rather, but we're going to be playing a little bit differently. I'm going to be asking these questions, but you guys get to ask me questions back to kind of get more details out of this. And I'm gonna throw them out there with odd twists to them, I should say. So, first question we're going to hit on is, would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or in a broken elevator?
Ski lift?
A ski lift?
I don't even need any speculation.
Okay.
Extra stuff.
But no.
How far from the ground are we in the ski lift?
In
Or
ski
the
lift-
elevator. Or the elevator.
Okay. The elevator is on the 4th floor.
4th floor.
4th floor.
Dead.
The ski lift is about 40 feet up in the air.
Elevator.
But there's no snow on the ground.
Okay, that was one of the things that I was gonna say. Is if you were in the ski lift, that means you're skiing, and if you're skiing, that means it's cold, and if
Yeah.
you're cold, that means you're 40 feet in the fucking air, freezing your ass off.
Okay, yeah, it's cold, but there's no snow on the ground. So you got a nice, crisp wind, like a 10-degree wind coming at your face.
Ski lift.
And is there any possibility of you falling on either one of them?
You're strapped in. You don't know the elevator. The elevator, you can't get a hold of the people on the intercom.
Nope. The ski lift.
But on the ski
that.
lift, you have a weird, creepy guy that's just staring you right
I
in
don't
the
give no
face.
shit about people. Ski lift.
Ski lift.
Ski
I would
lift?
not see. Okay,
I carry a knife, so I'm saying ski lift. So if he tries anything stupid,
um,
I'm safe.
Shank him.
So like my biggest fear is to not be in control of the situation. So you're literally like giving me 2 examples of, hey Josh, would you rather your biggest fear or your biggest
Nah, you're
fear?
totally in control of
So
the
now-
ski lift, man.
Why are
Exactly.
you in
It's
control
like
of the ski lift?
You got to reach up like 5 feet to get to the rope, like the cord that's above you.
What are you gonna zip line off?
Yeah, use your
Climb down
ski
here,
as a
or
freaking
just
zip line.
climb.
What's wrong with you?
Get on top of the big ass cord and just shimmy your way to a
No,
pole.
but like
So the only real
My thing-
difference is
Would
that
you rather-
can see around you
Exactly.
at the ski lift,
Exactly.
and you can't see around you in the elevator.
There's other
Exactly.
difference too. If
And
you do
fresh
if you-
air.
if you can climb out, if you can manage to climb out, if you climb out of the elevator, you're in an elevator shaft.
Yeah.
If you get up, you're just on a really high, like 50-foot wire out in the middle of nowhere on the
That's
ski
true.
lift.
So if you do get off of the ski lift somehow, climbing on top of the ski lift, you're just on a skinny wire.
Is it like one of those little 2-seater ones where they just scoop you
If
up? or
you
is it
get
like a
on
closed
top of the
one?
elevator, you're in an elevator shaft where there's a ladder.
but
And doors
like
somewhere
Okay,
that you may not be able
here's
to
something
open.
else. The speakers inside of the elevator have Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect your phone to it and listen to your own jams.
okay, how long would I be on each one?
It is undetermined. You're not able to contact anyone who controls these things.
And I would be able to escape out of the elevator
Maybe,
theoretically.
theoretically. But who knows if the elevator might start going up again while you're in the shaft.
Also, four. You said fourth floor.
4th floor, yes.
Probably higher than 40 feet.
Maybe.
I mean, it's like usually
That's
roofs
about
are like,
that's about 40 feet. It should
I would
be.
say way more. What room are you in that's only like 8 foot high and then like the 2
That'd
foot
be
clearance?
10.
So
Okay.
that's only 10. I'm
Gotcha.
thinking like most like a room.
That's fine.
From
They're
floor to
close to the same
the
height.
next floor
They're
I don't
close
know.
to the same
See,
height.
I would take the ski lift, and that's just because I feel like I would be more in control of my situation, just because I'm not trapped in a fucking metal box.
There's a way you can breathe, like in a fucking metal box. You're gonna start noticing the humidity change and just
Like
so
this.
you're going with ski lift too, Keith?
ski
Yep.
lifts.
So everybody's ski lift, huh? That's crazy.
Plus, I climb trees, so height isn't
Yeah, I
that
like
much of each.
heights.
All right, so we'll jump on the next one. Would you rather only be able to jump everywhere you go, or only be able to walk on your hands everywhere you go?
So I can walk on my hands?
Jumping
so
is
you can walk on your hands,
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I would fucking do
Like
hands.
you
But-
go up to
but-
shake somebody's hand.
but
they're already at dick height. That's a bonus right there.
Wait, so what? You want someone to shake your dick? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No.
If you like it 24/7/69, come here, baby.
But
Give me a kiss.
you're not wearing anything on your hands.
That's fine.
So everywhere you walk, streets.
Okay, here's a question about it. Have I always been like this, or is it just like I wake up in the morning and I can only walk?
All of a sudden, you can only walk on your hands. You're able to do it, but
Like physically, like I could
but
spend
your
all day
hands
walking
aren't
around.
calloused. Your hands are just the way they are now.
But that would be able to do it because you can't walk on your hands for very long without your hands getting torn up. And you would be able to walk.
Okay, no, you're strong enough to do it. You're strong enough to do it constantly.
But see,
You
here's
feel
here's
everything with
another
your hands.
factor about it though: is you'd get really lightheaded because all the blood would rush to your fucking head.
That
like
would
no
also
tomorrow.
have to do with like.
But we're also
physically able to do
get
it.
to the jumping. The jumping, you're just jumping everywhere.
Yeah, but
It's kinda
fuck
like
that.
running,
That's
right?
Like a bunny.
No, I wouldn't do the jumping. I feel like that would be so tiring. I would be so done with my life.
Well, that's the thing. Is just like your hands with the jumping, you can do it constantly
You'd
with
be like a parkour
just as
master.
easy as you can walk.
Parkour.
Yeah.
Well, every step would be.
No,
Imagine-
I feel like I would be able to get something on like a TV show or something about the guy that does nothing but walk on his hands or some bullshit like that.
I'll be like the crazy fucker who thinks he's a rabbit.
Yep.
Crazy fucker who thinks he's a rabbit.
I'd jump.
You jump.
I would walk on my hands.
I'd walk on my hands. I would get so strong.
Yeah.
I'd get so strong.
Jumping, you
Dude,
get
like,
You're
I just
already
get
strong enough to
That's
just
my
walk on your
point.
hands
I would be so
nonstop.
fucking strong. My biceps would be like bulging because I'm a fat guy. So.
But your arms are skinny like noodles.
My arms are already skinny like noodles.
So you don't show any physical strength. You just walk normal.
Dude, you could just train, get super fast, going to the Olympics. You're doing upside down hurdles and shit. It would be amazing.
think either way,
I don't know if you guys have ever played like Donkey Kong 64, but all I can think about is like Lanky, and he's just like whoop, 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 whoop,
Just walk around on his hands.
walking around on his hands all the freaking time.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny. That's
I
funny.
like- But my thing is, as soon as like I'd be jumping so much that if I got on a pogo stick built for me, that pogo stick would make me jump like a flea.
Yeah, but you could like,
That's
Like,
true.
you can't like ski if you're jumping.
But at the same time,
like, how would that work?
you can drive.
Why do you have to ski?
How
You're
often?
jumping. You're
if you want to enjoy yourself, you can't go surfing. I can surf on my hands. You can't do any of the, you can't ride a bike. So you just be jumping on the bike like a fool.
Wait, what? What was the
riding an upside
question?
down
What
bike.
was the question? What was the question?
What was the question? Would you
Well, you
rather
know-
only be able to jump everywhere or only be able to walk on your hands?
I'm just saying for
everywhere?
Okay.
other types
So
of
would
movements.
they
So,
be
yeah,
able to
that's
do
true,
these
you
things
would-
anywhere else? We're stuck. We can't do anything else but those things. We can't
Drive. You can't ride a bike. You can't ski. You can't ride in a boat.
for either of them. Right?
Yeah, no, you have to either walk on your hands or
There's no
jump
car.
everywhere.
I mean, you could like ride a skateboard on your hands, couldn't you?
Yeah,
People learn to do that. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
skateboard.
Sure, you could ride a skateboard on your hands, but you can jump like a good 5 feet every jump.
But wait, you can't wear gloves, but you can wear shoes if you're jumping.
Yeah, because we wear shoes. We don't wear gloves everywhere. What's wrong with you, Josh?
If
Come
I was
on
to
now.
walk around with my hands everywhere, I'd wear fucking gloves everywhere.
Some nice hand shoes.
Well, that's the terms. You can't have gloves.
I'm still
Says
walking
me.
on my hands. I'm gonna be the skateboarding.
You can
Jumping
build up
5
callus.
feet.
That's fine. You can build up callus on your hands.
Did you jump 5 feet?
The Olympic
Wait,
hands.
You can
Without pogo-
jump 5 feet just like a
does
fucking
pogo
bunny
stick-
rabbit.
Does a pogo stick count as still jumping?
No, dude, your legs are like pogo sticks.
Yeah.
Like freaking go-go
your
gadget.
your legs are like
Gadget pogo leg.
you jump around like a kangaroo pretty much.
Actually, I
King-
feel like the jumping would. Oh, I don't know.
Because I'd be able to.
Would I go like the same speed on both?
He said like 5 feet per jump.
5 feet per jump. Your hands, you can go as fast as you can run.
Fuck yeah!
5 feet per jump.
Wow.
Okay.
Put on a costume that makes you look like a normal person, but your arms are like broken and like yeah.
My thing is 5 feet
So
per
much fun
jump.
for walking on your hands.
How many jumps per second?
And also I'm tall, so I would probably smack my head into the roof if I was to jump everywhere. I'd be like,
knock yourself out every other day?
yeah, try to go through the freaking doorway. I'm like, oh shit, how the hell am I gonna do this?
I live outside.
So no more additives. It's time to decide.
I would walk on my hands.
You'd walk
too.
on your hands. You'd walk on your hands.
too.
What about
Jump.
you, Keith? You jump, hop around like a kangaroo. Nice.
Keitharoo.
So the next one is: would you rather never be able to play video games again, or never be able to eat food again?
Nope.
Oh God.
Food. I would not ever play
This is
video
the
games.
worst thing to
Food.
ask gamers who really love food.
Yeah,
Like me.
Yeah, I would
I
never.
think anybody
I
in
would,
this room right
I would
now.
never play video
Food.
games again because I would go.
I'd go weapons making. We could still.
Yeah, I
We-
can.
we can
I
still
can have,
weapons making.
I can
So-
have hobbies other than video games.
Yeah.
And I wish that I had hobbies
That's
other
true.
than video games. Honestly.
Could we still go to Comic-Con?
No.
Damn.
You can't go to Comic-Con, and you can't
There's no
be around anyone.
So you can't nerd out at all.
You can't be around anyone while they're eating either.
I mean that's just a perk. If
That's
you
just
can't,
a perk.
if you can't eat anything. Oh wait, but like, yeah. I mean, if you can't ever eat again, and I was never around other people eating, I mean, I guess that would be kind of a
Okay,
perk.
you're constantly hungry.
What?
You're
No,
constantly
horrible.
hungry.
Or constantly bored.
No, you're constantly hungry, or you can't socialize with anyone you've known to play video games.
Wait a minute, so we have to drop our family?
Shit.
Anyone you've known to play video games, or you're constantly starving.
Ugh.
Would I eventually die?
No, you won't die. You'll just constantly have the feeling of starvation.
I guess I'm going back for 5 years to be a man in the woods.
But
Or a
okay,
chef.
I can always
Or
meet
a
new
chef.
people. I hate to do
Like
it,
I
but
want to do. You know?
I can always meet new people. Unfortunately,
Including your family.
I make a
I
new
would go
family.
with the food. Food is like the best thing in the world. Food and music.
Hunger
are
is
two of the best things in the
horrible.
world.
Yeah.
I don't
wouldn't
get
be
hungry. I
all the
get
time.
hangry. So if I was just starving the rest of my life, I would fucking kill everybody.
Angry. That's nice.
Yeah, I gotta
Ask
go
him,
with
I
food,
get
just 'cause
hangry.
Being hungry is way worse than
Being bored.
yeah. Well, not even just bored, just
Not being able to play video games.
A bunch of people that you can't
talk to.
talk to.
So I'd have to move out of Reno, and that's still new.
Like everybody I know plays video games. Like everybody.
But that's okay. I can make a new life. I can meet more. I can meet other people.
If we go to Alaska, it would be a good place to go for people that don't play video games. A lot of people don't play video games out there.
I don't know where you're getting your information.
Yeah.
The people that literally survive with no actual real power grid, like they literally are using generators.
So did you guys decide?
Oh, I would definitely go.
I'm picking food
no
for
video
me.
games. I love
No
my food.
video games, no food.
No video.
Oh,
No-
you keep sticking with food. What about you,
I'm
Steve?
gonna have to keep some food too.
Oh man, everybody's picking food. Nobody likes the feeling of being hungry.
No, I'm hungry right now.
Yeah, right.
Also
I'm like,
food.
where's my food right now?
I'm dying.
That's funny.
And
Okay.
break
Would
up
you?
the crackers.
Next one is: would you rather have a head 3 times the size of your current one, or every time you open your mouth, fart noises come out?
Okay. Well,
To noises, right?
That's like South
Fart noises, yeah.
Just
Everything
noises.
starts
Just
Just
every
big
time you
shit.
open your mouth, anytime you open your mouth, whether it be chew, like yawn, anything, it just like full on fart noises.
like
Okay, no.
like comedic fart noises
Just-
or real fart noises.
The combination, juicy.
Oh
like
my
real,
God, just like-
different ones,
Depends
like
on what you're doing.
like the best fart machine ever.
Okay, no.
My head's bigger
Your head 3 times as big as it currently
Mm-hmm.
is.
because that means
But with
Doesn't
that,
matter,
you
your head
have
is bigger.
constant neck pain.
oh shit.
Oh, fart noises.
You're going with fart
Yeah.
noises?
Fart noises,
I'll
unfortunately.
just learn sign language. A lot of people.
That's
No,
People
every time you open your mouth, whether it be chew,
That's
so,
fine.
So you
I just
can
be
hear
like,
a
by
fart.
the way, when I open my mouth, fart noises come out.
You can't speak any words.
No, sign
No,
language.
sign
I don't move
language.
my hands.
By the way, when I open my mouth, fart noises come
They're
out.
like, oh, that's weird. Okay, no wonder he's speaking sign language.
I don't. Can you sign that?
Yes, you can sign anything.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you sign a check to me, please?
That was so bad. That was so dumb. That was so bad.
What, Brad?
so I don't know what else to add on to this.
So what does that mean, like, about my brain? Is it just like
you're-
my skull is fucking huge and my brain's just kind of going?
You are a little bit smarter,
Yeah, absolutely.
but only about 10% smarter. than
Yeah.
you currently are.
Fuck yeah.
You get 10% brain boost, but like I said, you have constant neck pain.
Yeah, I would take that.
I
no
get a
problem.
10% comedic timing boost. Somebody bends over.
Yeah.
Just open up your mouth.
You'd be the greatest
That would
You
comedian
guys ready to
ever, right?
decide, or you got
That
more
would get
questions
really
about?
old really fast,
That'd be
though.
the greatest comedian ever. He'd have a comedy special, and he'd go.
Okay,
go up there
okay,
and start
okay.
his mouth.
Also, every time you open your mouth with the fart noises, you get a slight faint whiff of fart.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
Everybody
fine.
loves
Just
the
neck
smell of their
pains.
own brand.
I would take the neck
Neck
pain, no
pains.
problem. Because if that was to make me smarter, I would do anything in my power to make me smarter. Anything. Any day. Always.
any day, even having a head 3 times its normal size.
3
But you're also bald, and you have like brain-looking creases.
Like
I'd
on
be
your
a
head.
fucking superhero
like
at
a
that
super
point.
villain.
I'm
like,
on this one
like-
now.
I
I
would-
ain't smelling
like
or
Brain
tasting.
from Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. No doubt. I would love that.
Bunch of freaks walking around.
Oh man.
I'm just over here farting at him.
Oh,
Really
don't
calling them
worry.
freaks.
Don't worry.
As
We'll
you're
build a
farting out of your
community. We'll build
Well, they
separate
look like
community for
freaks.
you.
I just don't open my mouth when I'm.
so you guys decide.
But like,
Steve's taking fart.
okay. Here's the thing about the farting out of your mouth, though. If you were to get a slight like whiff of fart every single time you do it, that means you would have a worse taste of food at that point because your smell is a major point of your taste. And
so
that means you'd be
all your
like,
food would
"Ooh,
taste like
time to
shit
eat
for a
this
second."
nice, tasty fucking steak." Oh, it tastes like
Put it in
crap.
there. Wait a second. Close your mouth. Just chill. Just wait. Breathe out your nose so you can, because that's where your taste comes from. Your nose. Right. Breathe out your nose. Get the smell out.
You can
and
learn
then
to you can learn to control it.
I would go with my
Brain power, and I don't
Brain
want to taste shit
power.
ever.
I don't want to taste shit ever. You're never given a rim job?
No.
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 Alright, so
nope,
we have it decided. So we got a little bit of time left, so we can move on to our stories.
Oh, okay.
Josh.
So, okay, so this is gonna
Something
be
about a car.
okay. So this is gonna need just a little bit of background, but I'm gonna try not to get into like too detail about it. So, I was with, so my girlfriend lived here in Reno with me, or not with me necessarily. I go to high school. She was going to high school, so like we were living in each other, and we were living in opposite houses, but like we were dating. And she moved up to like Northern California, like super Northern California, which made it like
Super
8 to 9 hour drive
Damn.
between. And like we, after about a year, we were communicating about us like moving in together with me, her, and my brother, and all 3 of us moving in together. And so she was driving down here to drop off some of her stuff, and she was going to pick me up, and we were going to drive back out to her parents' house, pick up the rest of her stuff, and then drive back down here a week later. So she drove all the way down here, like, super late at night, got here, like, super early in the morning, no trouble at all, right? So she picks me up from school, and the next morning, like, bright and shiny in the morning, we leave to go back to her parents' house, and not even driving for 3 hours up this road. We got about half an hour past Susanville going up there. And she gets distracted by something at like the worst possible moment where there was a slight curve to the left on this road. And she gets distracted by something and just does not pay attention to the road. And we just start like drifting off the side of the freaking road. And this is like a highway, not like a freeway, but like a highway of where there's nothing but forest around us, no phone service, nothing but fucking forest. And there's snow all over the sides of the road, and it's just, oh my god, mounds of snow on the sides of the road. So, and she gets distracted, and I'm like, babe! And then she goes, oh! And then freaking, we're like, we're driving 65 miles per hour off the side of the freaking road, pretty much. So she jerks the wheel to the left side,
Nice.
we go flying off into the left lane, so she jerks the wheel back to the right side, goes flying back off to the side of the freaking road, so she's jerks the wheel back to the left side, slams on her brakes, and we drive right into this big mountain, like, wall of snow on the side of the road that the snowplow shot over to the side, and literally just, like, corkscrewed this minivan up into the air and onto his freaking side and broke open the window. And after I opened up my eyes, because I fucking closed my eyes, I was like, nope. Clenched my... one of the first things that I said when I got to this car is I was like, where the hell is this oh shit handle? Because there was no oh shit handle for me. I was like, where's this oh shit handle?
No shit handle, just unbuckle your seatbelt, get the fuck out.
Yeah, right?
Then and there.
So I was like, where the hell's the oh shit handle? And she's like, I don't know. Apparently there's not one there. I was like, well, there needs to be a fucking oh shit handle.
Apparently
when I got in this car accident, I literally, like, crossed my arms across my chest and freaking clenched my hands as tight as I could and just, like, closed my eyes and just hoped that I was going to be alive when I was done with all this. And I opened up my eyes, and our car is on its side, and fucking... she's hanging above me saying, Josh, unbuckle me, because she's literally hanging by her seatbelt above me. So I'm like, okay, let me fucking reorganize my thoughts so that I can actually do things now. Unbuckle her, she like slowly gets down, I unbuckle myself, and then she's like, oh shit, what the hell are we gonna do? What are we supposed to do now? I'm like, just take out the keys out of the ignition, open the freaking back trunk of the car, and get out of this fucking thing. So she does that.
Because everyone knows from GTA that if the car flips over, it'll explode.
It's gonna fucking explode!
You gotta get out of there.
And that was my exact thought, is I'm like, we need to get the fuck away from this thing, because not only that, we're in the left lane.
You know that's not
of this street. But we're in the left lane of this freaking street.
Pretty hard to blow up
there could be and we were on a curve as well, so there could be a semi-truck blasting his way down this fucking curve and just mashes the shit out of the car for all I know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. So we like haul ass get out of this car. I scavenged to find my phone real fast just to see if I can call anybody, which I couldn't because there was no fucking phone service there.
And who saves the day?
Did you set a Facebook status update like, oh shit, just crashed, hashtag crazy?
Yeah, right. Nope. I didn't tell anybody about it besides my family. Honestly, I was just like, nope. The only time where I actually told people about it is when they would see the vehicle and I'd be like, oh shit, okay, let me try to explain this now.
Nobody got hurt?
No, like, it was kind of crazy, actually. The only thing that really was, like, pain was, like, whiplash, obviously, from our necks, because we fucking flipped the car on its side. And the seatbelts bruised us, but that was it. Like, there was no other damage.
Seatbelts saved you.
But see, the funniest part about this is... we got a tow truck some people saw it happen, and they drove to go get service and call authorities. And the authorities got a tow truck to come, and they flipped the freaking car back on its side and towed it back to their tow yard. And we drove it right away from there. We literally went to the Walmart across the street from this fucking tow yard, got some stuff to fix, like, the headlight and the freaking...
the next day after I saved your ass.
But
they weren't driving
we
nowhere
literally...
that day.
Yeah, we were done driving after that bullshit. But, like, we just got some stuff to fix the headlight. We got a freaking trash bag for the window that broke out. And fucking fixed the brake light with that red tape stuff. And drove that bitch right back to Reno. Nice. And we literally drove that bitch for a long time after that, too.
Nice.
I have no idea. Them minivans are sturdy.
Nice. So, Keith, you gotta tell me what the hell happened to your car. Your car was nice and pretty, 6 months ago? You bought your car brand new.
Yeah.
Now your car is pretty trash. How'd that happen, Keith?
Oh, only one side got hurt. What are you talking about?
Only one side got hurt. So what happened? How'd this happen?
Okay, everybody understands that I'm not a slow driver.
Really?
Really?
You're not a slow driver.
That's a question? Really?
I tend to drive myself. I don't get in the car with Keith.
Yeah, good call.
Is he a speed racer?
No. Oh.
No. Josh is over here shaking his head hell yeah.
I've gotten pulled over with Keith twice because he was speeding, and
Keith,
that's just
you get pulled over.
He didn't get a ticket for it either one of the times that I was with him, but he drives fast.
Did you open wide or something?
Oh my god!
But since we got the fact that Keith drives fast out of the way, go ahead and explain what they're talking about.
Well, even I drive slower in the snow, but I wasn't driving slow enough one time because for some reason, they had to have 2 accidents going.
So Keith drives a little Hyundai Elantra.
Yeah, a little like 2000
or whatever it is.
Like, yeah, it's a Hyundai Elantra. That's what it is.
But
It's a sporty car. It gets up.
it doesn't matter if it's sporty, Keith. You got 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So okay.
There was 2 accidents on the road.
I know how to, and I know, and this one has the shift down ability. So I drive it like a stick shift in some ways. But basically, for some reason, the exit there's an exit that you coming out here. You guys both know.
Yeah.
And there's an accident there, and then on the part where 3 lanes and then it turns into 2 lanes, there was a semi that had an accident right there. So both like literally everything was 1 lane for that moment. And instead of hitting people because the road was icy and nobody even put on their emergency blinkers telling me anything about the other accidents.
Well, why would they do that?
Because think about it, emergency blinker means okay, there's something.
Emergency blinker means
not normal.
Don't hit me. I'm on the side of the road.
No, emergency blinkers are used for
pay attention. Pay attention. That's my thought on it.
Yeah,
pay attention. There's some bullshit going on right now.
If they didn't slow down so much, because they had perfectly good control, they got over fine, but I wasn't expecting all these lanes to be closed and only have 1 lane to shoot with because there's no construction signs. There's no sign saying anything about these accidents at all.
They probably just happened.
So Keith was driving down this road and he was hauling ass,
and
then there's these accidents going on, and there was these cars in front of him that were going too slow, and it was icy outside. So Keith pretty much was like split decision of thinking, okay, so I can either try to slam on my brakes and probably fail and smash into this car's ass end, and then have that car smash into a freaking semi-truck in front of him and probably kill that person, or I can pull my car to the left side and smash into a barrier to slow myself down.
Well, it's more skid, but yeah. I had hit it.
Use the barrier to slow down? Like a freaking NASCAR driver, Keith. Damn, get it.
Get up under and put him in the wall.
Yeah, that's right. So you didn't hit anybody else's car?
Nope.
Oh, that's good.
It was all just skidding on the side
So
of the
you didn't
barrier.
have to do nothing but just keep driving, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keith's like, yeah.
And
I
get
fucked
home and
Keith's
my
like-
brand new car up.
Keith was probably like, I know I fucked up and I just need to get home so that I can look at it and see what damages I did
What
to
are the
it.
laws behind that? If there's a 1-car accident where they smash into a wall or something, is it just like if they
Fine,
drive
as
away,
long as
they're
you
gonna
didn't
go?
cause any property damage.
Yeah.
That's weird. I feel like somebody just bashing their car. A cop would be like, "Why didn't you stop?" I'm like, "No, it's good." But we're like,
Because-
fucked up. He's like, "As long as it rolls."
Good.
Because then
Yeah.
I have to start up. If I stop, I went to the McDonald's to double check the car, make sure what was going on
Did
with
you
it.
borrow any other tools?
No, I didn't.
You didn't grab the deep fryer.
You didn't grab the deep fryer and deep fry your bumper back on?
Well, the McDonald's is right there off the side of the
I know,
road.
Keith, they're just messing. So that reminds me of when my pa
Oh,
My
yeah, I was gonna
father-
tell the story.
flipped the giant Jimmy.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so
GMC
GMC Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's like the giant ones, the giant older ones that was just like the Suburbans.
Yeah.
So he's driving this thing in the right lane, going 65 miles an hour. It's morning traffic, leaving here, going towards downtown. So it gets pretty trafficy.
Yeah, pretty
bad up in
backed
there.
up.
Yep. So he's in the right lane, and traffic in front of him starts to stop in the right lane. They start to slow down a little bit. So he sees the left lane is moving. So he looks over his left shoulder and sees this clear and gets in the left lane. And as he turns back, taillights right in his face. So his immediate reaction, he's going 65 miles an hour and these people in front of him are stopped. So he said he would have killed the people in front of him if he didn't. But so he jerked the wheel to the left into the ditch on the side of the road, and
rolled.
And the car goes sideways. So it goes sideways, and as soon as he hits the bottom of the ditch, flips over to his side, just right on his side, and he just grinds on his side, driver's side, and he says he's looking as the windshield is broken and he's seeing his tools and everything go by him on the left side of him as he's grinding on the ground. He said it took like forever.
What seemed like forever for the car to stop grinding across the
so we went for
ditch.
days.
Well, like when our car flipped on its side, it was just kind of like we literally went airborne with this freaking thing. We literally corkscrewed in midair and slammed the front of the car plop. And then plopped the back end of it. It was literally just like boom, boom, and freaking broke the back window. And it was really funny. Like I found my laptop thrown across the freaking street. I have no idea, and it works perfect. It works perfect right now. But this laptop was literally thrown across the street, and I have a license plate, and it's like all crunched up and folded in and stuff. I have no idea how that even happened, because all the car did was flop on its side. I have no idea how the freaking license plate
That's
crunched.
crazy. But yeah, when I got the message from my mother or whatever that my dad flipped the Jimmy or whatever, I'm like, what the hell? So I was driving over here. And on the side of the road is my dad with the tow truck on the other side of the freeway as the tow truck is flipping it back over on the side, and my dad's just standing there like,
going,
what the hell?
God damn it.
As
man,
I'm driving
really?
by going, holy crap. That's crazy. But yeah, anybody else got any stories to throw in before we wrap this bitch up?
I mean, my girlfriend just got in another car accident like
What?
2 days ago.
How'd she do that?
It was, I mean, actually, I think it was even yesterday, but,
It was even yesterday.
no, it was the day before yesterday. But anyways, so what happened was she was just driving down McCarran, and it was a sudden stop, which seems to be a big problem, because that's how 3 of these have happened, I guess. It's just a big sudden stop. And she freaking slammed on her brakes and like got about 5 inches away from the car in front of her and barely stopped in time. And apparently as soon as she stopped, she was like, okay. And then she looked in her freaking rearview mirror just to see a guy freaking swerve and smash into the right freaking backside of her car.
Oh,
and like,
man.
Bummer.
She hit the one in front of her too?
yeah, and it pushed her to hit the freaking car in front of her, but it didn't do crap to her car at all. Like, all it really did was bend her muffler because the guy smashed into it. Like, she drives an Explorer, so it's a higher car, and he was driving a car.
So what about the person in front of her?
Oh, that thing, it was just like bumper damage, but that car behind her apparently was wrecked after that. And all that had happened to Michelle's car was a little bit on her bumper, and it bent her freaking muffler, and on that car it was just destroyed. Like, they said that they wouldn't be able to even drive that car home.
Hoods are not as strong as bumpers, that's for sure. If a hood meets a bumper, then the hood loses every time. I've seen pictures of stuff where like a car is like under like an SUV or something, and it's just like the front of the car is like a mushed mess.
That's probably like an accordion. Like an accordion. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, actually.
All right, we're going to wrap this. Thank you for listening. If this is your first time, our show is available on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and also YouTube. Definitely go subscribe to our YouTube. We're uploading some gaming videos more and more. We're trying to get on there. They're pretty sweet. Also, follow us on Twitter at FoolsBanter or on Facebook by going to facebook.com/FoolsBanter. And you can pretty much review us on any of those things. Reviews and feedback are awesome if you can hit us with those. We're trying to get this thing really going.
Comment on YouTube, send us a message on Facebook, anything.
Yeah. Also, share us with your friends.
Yeah. That's a
share
big
us
thing.
with anyone and everyone. Just start tagging Fools Banter everywhere. No, don't do that. Just write on the bathroom walls.
Fools Banter.
No,
Fools Banter, they'll come after us. Don't do that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
But if they do come after us, we'll know you're listening.
So I have to say, like, our lesson for today is, like, pay really close attention to the road, I guess.
No, I think our lesson for today is hit record. And don't lose 30 minutes of content like we just did, my dumb ass. But yeah.
Good job, Brad. Good job.
Also pay attention to the road. Don't drive like a madman when you're on ice. We're not pointing fingers or anything.
The
Keith.
the final lesson is hit the like button.
is hit the like button.
Yeah,
hit the like button.
that's
Share,
Things are
Shared,
actually
subscribe.
shared when you hit
Yes,
the like button.
yes.
I thought it was all a fluke.
But as always, clean your butts.